Hey, what's up guys? So Halo Infinite is finally here with its reveal. I'm so excited to go ahead and check it out. Just a heads up, I might talk over the video. I'll be pausing and talking a little bit about my thoughts on what's going on, as this is going to be a reaction video. In case any of you guys do want to go ahead and watch it without my reaction, I will have it pinned down below. There's actually several different videos that we'll be checking out regarding Halo today. So I'm really excited about this because Halo used to be the big dog of the FPS genre, but it's basically fallen off. But you know, with Master Chief Collection, it's kind of getting a little bit more popular, and of course with the new announcement of the new Halo game, I'm really excited about it. As I used to participate, I used to fly around playing at the different MLG events, so I'm really excited to see if they're going to be able to make Halo come back and be one of the top FPS games that everyone wants to go ahead and strive to be. The real question is, does it have Battle Royale? I actually think it doesn't need Battle Royale, but so many people have been wanting Halo to have Battle Royale, so let's go ahead and check it out.
Yep, this is death.
Okay.
No. This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No, you! I can't stand this! Who you are?
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
I hope you don't have to play as that guy. Okay, cool. That was my first thought, is do you have to play as this guy and then you get to play as Master Chief later? Because it is 117, you know, marked on his chest. So this is, of course, Master Chief. Okay. I've never been a fan of the AR, honestly. I was more of a competitive player when it came to Halo. You know, grinding Halo 3 ranked, reaching max level in the MLG setting was my favorite way to play Halo. But, you know, if the AR is in the game, I don't really care about it in the campaign. I'm mostly interested in seeing the gunplay and kind of what they've done with Halo, if they've even really done anything new. I saw that there was like another grenade that they had, and I'm wondering if they're just keeping the double grenades. Like, in previous Halo games, you were able to carry 4 of each, and then they swapped it later on to 2, I believe. But, I don't know, I liked having 4 nades, like in Halo 2. Let's see. Oh, so is this going to be an open world? Wait, hold on. I kind of want to pause this and read what the heck this is. So it says, Gun Battery East, the AA is controlled by a command console inside control room. So is this like an open world game? We can see set waypoints. So it definitely seems like there is some type of open world. We also see upgrades, database. Okay, I just wanted to go ahead and check that real quick. As I'm not sure what they're really doing with the campaign in the game. I think every game this day and age wants to be open world. But I could see the difficulty. There was also like a sword, I believe that's like normal difficulty, is my guess. And the easy was just the shield, and the legendary you had the like elite with the headshot like icon. Oh, so they have the pistol again. The real question is, can you zoom with it? I want to know what the right bumper is. That's some new ability. Okay, this is what I wanted. VK-78 Commando. Oh, okay. Is this the new gun? Because with the interest to DMR, I hated the bloom. Everyone hated the bloomer. There's the sticky nade. that we're all familiar with. These guys just charge at you. Oh, and you can break off the armor. Nice little touch. A drop wall fusion coil. As long as armor lock isn't in the game. Oh no. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Oh, there's a little like dash. I don't mind mobility. What? We have the grappler? This is pretty cool. Wait, was that the grappler that he just used? Oh, so it is something that you don't get infinite of. Okay. I'm not okay. If they have it in single player, it's fine. Whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But in multiplayer, a shield that's deployable and you can shoot through it and they can't shoot through you, that's just balance issues. Unless they're trying to make this a hero shooter, which I don't know. I mean, if you remember, when they first introduced like the armor lock, the cloak, like that was kind of the introduction to kind of hero mechanics in Halo. And I didn't mind certain abilities like the sprint or like the roll, but like specifically armor lock, I felt like was not fun to play, especially in competitive. But nonetheless, the grappler is really cool. I don't know if we got a recharge by picking something up or if it just is something that recharges over time. The Ravager. Oh, is this like a variant of like the, what's it called, the Spiker? Some type of energy-based weapon. Oh, there's the carbine. I just really want to know, do they have the battle rifle? Because that's like the gun. Oh, is this like a burst now? It looked like the carbine is now a burst. I hope that doesn't replace the BR. The BR to me is like required in Halo for multiplayer to really feel good. The Mangler. All right, so this is like another variant of I think the Mauler. I mean, the grappler is cool, but it's nothing too new, right? I would like to see them try something a little bit newer. Oh, this is like a single shot, like giant slug, looks like. Oh, you can pull things and then throw them? It's like the Half-Life gun now. I'm really curious to also check the comments and see how this is being received from the community. If they really like it. Like, obviously I had to see the dislike bar before clicking on it. This is some other, like, human shotgun. It didn't seem like it was bad, though. Like, a few new little gadgets to mess around with, but I want to see something next-gen. You know, something that's completely new. Like, the game looks good, honestly. But does it look like a new console? To me, not really. But it looks clean. Like, the graphics don't look bad at all. They look great, but we'll wait and see if there's anything that's like mind-blowing in terms of visuals. I'm hoping they show some sort of multiplayer, but honestly, I have no idea if they're going to show that.
Lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Honestly, I was getting Gears of War vibes from that guy over there. That's it? Okay. Alright guys, so really quick, I ended up watching these other two videos called Halo Infinite Become Step Inside. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of skip over it, as there wasn't really too much to talk about. It's literally just Master Chief's armor coming together, and then it just says Halo Infinite. That's really about it over here. But there was this other trailer called the Halo Infinite campaign, and this thing we'll go ahead and actually watch because there is 2 cool things that were shown off. It's mostly the things that we already saw during the longer like gameplay reveal, but there's 2 things important. One, the sword right there, and this shock grenade that we will be seeing in a moment. But anyways, I'm trying to like wrap my mind around what I wanted to say about Halo Infinite, and I feel like what it really came down to is I wanted to see something new and innovative that would push the boundaries of just the FPS genre. You know, something really awesome. Like, you know, being able to grab something and throw it, that was cool with Half-Life 2. It's cool that they are implementing it in Halo, but I wanted to see something that was like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited about. This thing is new too, though. You can see that there's a little lightning or stun grenade that shocks everyone, probably is some form of CC. But in terms of that, there wasn't really anything that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm super hyped up about it. But I really wanted to go ahead and touch upon more of the Halo. In fact, it just started auto-playing on the next video over here. But I wanted to briefly go ahead and talk a little bit more about something. In fact, there was something I wanted to mention that a lot of people were talking about, which was basically some of the objects were loading in. They showed it off when they go ahead and open up the little map over here. And remember, this is supposed to be like a next gen, there's this new powerful console here, but when you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it, maybe slow it down or watch this in like HD 1080p, you can see some of the stuff started loading in, and when they're going, you'll see things popping up. You know, for me, I don't care too much about that kind of stuff. It doesn't really matter to me when the graphics aren't like the best in the world, and some of the stuff could be maybe improved with optimization. I was really more interested in seeing some innovative stuff, and what I mean by that, I would like to see what they did with the Halo Forge. It'd be cool to see you can now create your own campaign missions. That would have been really cool. Whereas what I mostly saw out of it was just more Halo. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, they're just playing it safe. But if you want to attract the audience that maybe has not played or experienced Halo before, you need that hype factor. And I feel like, well, it is cool that they have the shield that you can shoot through. But remember, we've already had the bubble shield. The grappling is another form of mobility, which I think is cool. I will give them some credit with that. But I wanted to see something like really cool. And I felt like there is, you know, the armor flies off, but does that really make someone go, oh my gosh, this new Halo game, I'm so excited to play when the armor falls off? I mean, there's this little barrier. That was kind of cool how, you know, he deployed it, the enemy's projectile got stuck in it. But, you know, that's nothing that we haven't really seen before in, like, you know, another FPS game. I hope that doesn't make it into multiplayer, by the way. Let me know, guys, how you feel about shields in multiplayer games, that one player can shoot through and the other player can't, because it just leads to a lot of people complaining. And heck, just check out how Overwatch dealt with shields recently. But for the most part, I wanted to see something new and innovative, and I keep on mentioning this because I think that to separate this game from its previous Halo games, remember how Halo like 2, when we saw that game, you could dual wield and then you could wield the sword. That was so amazing, right? And then when Halo Reach, there was these new abilities. It got us excited and talking about the game, whereas this, what is essentially new with this Halo game? Yeah, I know this is grappler, but like that's not new to FPS, right? But I would like to see something just new. Like, I'm not saying that they should put in abilities per se that would be in, let's say, multiplayer, although I want to see some more innovation with this game. However, there is a lot of hope here, because when they opened up one of the little menus here, you can see it says upgrades. And I'm guessing this is what you earn as some type of currency for upgrades or something. There is an upgrade tab, so I'm hoping we can upgrade Master Chief and we can go ahead and check out some of the different things to unlock with him as we play. I hope it's not just damage resistance and extra damage or like extra ammo in the clip. I hope it's actually really cool and innovative things, like maybe you can go ahead and dual wield guns that you're not supposed to be able to dual wield, right? Or you're able to go ahead and have some new ability, like in your arm you can now do something different with it. Maybe you can grapple higher. Just add a little bit more innovation with some of these upgrades versus just flat stat numbers, or let's say even cooldown reduction, because it looked like the grappler, it has some sort of cooldown. But like I was thinking about like the hype factor, because I remember as a kid, maybe, you know, I'm thinking I'm getting old here, maybe I'm just not super excited about things, but when I saw the previous Halo games, like I said, Halo 2 had the dual wielding, then you had Reach with the abilities, that got people more excited to talk about the game. What does this game do to have that hype factor? And I was like, what's the last game I really got hyped up to really check out? And it was Doom Eternal. And I rewatched it and I'm like, Halo needs that hype factor. So like when you see Doom Eternal's trailer, right? And I'm just gonna play. I know it's a completely different game, and they have a lot more hype factor because of the glory kills, but there's so much more to it. Like, you see things from previous Halo games that you're familiar with, maybe like, for example, the Brutes or the Elites. You see the little grunts with the little plasma nades, like, that's cute and stuff. But you also have this, like, cool playground that you see with the environment in this game, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And this adds innovation. When you see this, you're like, oh, I can shoot that, and that goes down. I made that guy explode. Now I can block this with this shield. Like, you just see so much more active, and I would say, like, newer gen ideas implemented into this game. And I know that the glory kills are, like, way over the top. But if you also think about what they show off in the trailer, in the Halo one, there isn't, like yeah, there's sure there's a new shotgun, you can shoot it, okay. But, like, with this, I'm seeing, like, what is this portal? Can you just open up this portal? What is this, like, boss with the wings? Like, the hype factor is there. And then the Marauder comes out with this giant laser axe, and I'm just like, okay, this is amazing. This is probably like a boss in the game, right? You know, I'm talking about it from a perspective as if I haven't played the game. Although we did play the game, and I love Doom Eternal. But then you see that there's a sword, and you're like, well, is that just a cutscene? And then you see him, like, use that, like, little, like, arm blade, and you just see this action, and it's just awesome. And then you see him use the sword, he decapitates, and it slams Doom Eternal's logo in your face. And I just felt like that trailer was absolutely amazing. And I'm not saying Halo has to have, like, you know, these glory kills, but what I'm saying is, for example, let me give you a good example for Halo. You see the Elite. Normally they pull out one sword, right? And that's supposed to be this cool moment. But what if they pulled out two? And you might think, well, what's the difference, right? The thing is that it adds hype factor to the game, whereas people are like, whoa, what the heck is that? And it would have been so cool if they did that, where, like, an Elite pulls out a sword and then pulls out a double sword, and then Master Chief pulls out double rocket launchers. I want that hype factor to exist with the Halo game. And if this game wants to be super popular, I know a lot of people mention Battle Royale, and I feel like Halo doesn't have to have Battle Royale. Not every game needs to have Battle Royale, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what the casual audience wants. They want free to play, they want a Battle Royale mode, and ease of access, and for casual players to really enjoy the game. And, I mean, while there can be a lot of casual audiences that do enjoy the game, I think Battle Royale really helps out with that due to the loot pool, right? But it really comes down to the game needing some type of a free-to-play mode. And they haven't really talked about multiplayer, so we'll wait and see what they go ahead and add to multiplayer. But again, I would love to see a lot more innovation with Halo, as I really do love the franchise, and I want this game to be the king FPS that it used to be. Because if you looked at Halo within the past couple years, it just hasn't been the dominant shooter that it used to be, and that's just because I feel like, you know, the arena shooter genre, I mean, Quake Champions, excellent game. But I think that the market just might be in a completely different direction right now, where they want, you know, ease of entry, more friendly, casual experiences, and maybe some of the modes. But we'll have to wait and see when they reveal multiplayer. Again, here's my initial thoughts. Would love to see a lot more innovation with Halo. Would love to see what they can do with the Forge. Would love to see the different innovative things that they add to the multiplayer modes in this game, which we haven't really seen yet. So when that comes out, I'll definitely give you guys my thoughts on it. But here's my thoughts on this overall. I'm really excited about Halo still, but it didn't really show off anything that I'm absolutely blown away by, or that would really shape up, you know, the future of FPS as, you know, Halo once did back in, you know, in its prime days. But who knows? Maybe they're going to show off something really cool in the future with its multiplayer. And if you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on that bell, and you'll definitely see it, as I'm a huge fan of Halo, even though I haven't really uploaded Halo stuff because, you know, for the most part, you know, this is like, I guess, pre my time before YouTube was a thing. In fact, I think the last Halo video that I have is me playing against Final Boss, which is one of the best Halo teams, you know, at the time, you know, when Halo was at its prime. Yeah, I used to travel to the MLG, so, like, I played Halo. Like, I really love the competitive scene for Halo. I hope they add the battle rifle to the game, because that's one of my favorite weapons. And for esports, that's, like, the best weapon, not the AR. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see what they go ahead and show off for the multiplayer with this game, because that's where I really want to go ahead and dig deeper into it. But overall, still pretty excited that we're getting a new Halo game, and it's coming out this year. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Would love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.